going to miss this car. Over the past few months, I've been living with the Honda Civic hatch and I've got to know it really well. I've learnt its quirks and its idiosyncrasies, but more importantly, I've learnt the things that are really charming about it. And there's 3 of them, and I want to share them with you before they make me hand it back. A lot of what I like about the Civic hatchback comes down to the drive experience. I mean, I kind of hate that this model is called the RS because it's not really sporty at all. A lot of other cars in this class with an RS badge are properly kick-ass. This is just a sporty looking car. That said, it does have some of the hallmarks of a hot hatch, like the steering, which is direct and really quick, which means it's a lot of fun in corners. And in fact, it's pretty fun to drive really fast. But not all of us drive through a series of bendy bits every day, and that's the next reason I'll miss this thing. It's a brilliant commuter car. The driving position is excellent. You can sit down nice and low in the cabin if you want to, and for me that's a big bonus because I want a small car to feel like a small car. You can get really hunkered in. Not only that, the seat comfort is really good, but it doesn't have memory settings, which is a pain if you're swapping drivers a bit. For me at least, the ride comfort is the best you can get at this price point in this class. It's a great combination of control over bumps and cushioning too. And point number 3 as to why I'll miss the Civic, it's the interior. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The cabin is a really nice place to be, not just because of those seats, but because it's got some of those Honda smarts when it comes to interior storage. Check out this massive bin between the front seats. I mean, you could lose a dog or a cat or maybe a small child in there, and the door pockets are huge as well. It's a smart space in here, and there's even a little shelf where you can poke your cable for your phone through and rest your phone in there. Really clever. Now, apparently the height of this back seat is a bit of a pain if you've got kids. I guess that's where the CR-V comes in. Backseat space for adults in the Civic hatch is pretty good. There's easily enough room back here for 2 adults to sit comfortably. 3 might be a bit of a squish because that middle seat is a bit narrow. It's the hatchback model, so boot space is pretty good. In this RS model, you get 330 litres of capacity. In a regular Civic hatch, it's 414 litres. The reason there's a difference is because of the boot floor, which has been reshaped because of these silly twin exhaust pipes. But 330 litres is still plenty of room. You can easily fit Pelican cases, for example. And my biggest concern is this, that's the parcel shelf. It's useless. I did a quick ask around the office to see what everyone in our Sydney team thought of it. Is it good looking or not? And here's what they said.
It's interesting.
I really like it. I think it's quite modern.
I'm not a fan. I just think it's got too many doors.
I really like it.
It's very sporty. It makes me want to jump in the car and go for a spin.
Bit of Formula One tech on the spoilers and the winglets, particularly the rear. I really love the rear.
It's like those 80s mullets, you know? Sensible at the front and party at the back. Yeah, but that's not a party I want to go to.
Look, the RS is supposed to look sporty. I don't see much sport in this.
Well, if you're into sci-fi, it's probably positive because it looks a bit like, I don't know, what, a stormtrooper from Star Wars? So, yeah.
I think some people may not like it. It might be a bit too over the top, but you know, don't buy it.
Look, it's not my job to tell you whether something's stylish or not, but my biggest concern with the Honda Civic hatch is its design and how it will age. You don't notice it when you're inside the car driving, but you do notice it when you park it at the shops and you walk back and you think to yourself, that might not look too good in a couple of years' time. For me, I'd choose the Civic sedan because I like the styling of it more, but the Civic hatch remains a really solid option in the small car class.